Good evening. Thank you for joining us. For hours, traffic has been snarled on the Trans-Canada Highway after a tanker truck flipped over, dumping more than 3,000 liters of raw sewage onto the road. It is a stinking mess for cleanup crews, for drivers, and possibly for the environment. With the latest on this developing story, we're joined by reporter Kylie Stanton. Kylie.
Thanks, Jim. At this hour, traffic is still very slow going along Highway 1. It's been the case since just after 12 o'clock this afternoon when a West Coast environmental septic tanker truck lost control, leaving raw sewage leaking down the roadway. As crews worked to clean up the mess, drivers were left waiting. But now the real concern is potential environmental implications. Police tape is pulled across the Trans-Canada Highway. Traffic is redirected, and emergency crews stand by, preparing to deal with this wreckage.
A sewage truck was traveling northbound on the highway. It was in the center lane, made a lane change. It caught the ditch, causing it to lose control. It rolled a number of times.
It landed here, up against this barrier. Contents of the now crushed cab strewn across the road. But the driver escaped with only minor injuries.
It's one of those situations where we usually expect to see much more significant injuries, but we're very fortunate in this case.
But there could be massive environmental implications. The tanker was carrying more than 3,000 liters of raw sewage, now leaking down the highway and into nearby Colquitt's Creek, a salmon-bearing waterway not enhanced with hatchery fish.
They might get impacted because there's a lot of nutrients going into the creek, and a lot of water will become turbid, and also some algal growth might affect their survival.
Now the focus is on the cleanup. The Ministry of Environment is assisting while hazmat crews work to decontaminate the area.
That's good.
A process that's left traffic at a standstill.
I thought I could squeeze this way, but it's still pretty bad.
I have to go this way. I have no other choice.
Gorge Road is even worse. I just came from there, and it took me half an hour to get down to Colquitt.
As the lineups grow, even along the side roads, a tow truck pulls the tanker upright to transport it from the scene. Investigators will determine whether charges will be laid in the incident. The highway did reopen just in time for rush hour to pick up. Around 4:30, traffic started to flow once again near the Helmeken exit. Now, given the circumstances, the drivers and others on the road today were relatively fortunate. But as you heard in the story, wildlife in the area may suffer. We will bring you more on that in the days ahead. Jim?